Captain Peter Cutsie, South Korea. This is my briefing room. Flight level 400. Thrust levers moved back during a flight and the autothrottles disengaged. And there was no message. And the pilots did not pick it up. And as you can see, very subtly, the airspeed is decreasing, and you'll hear the horizontal stab trimming to keep the altitude, and no one has really picked it up. There is a tendency on long flights to become complacent, to turn down the background lighting on the PFD and ND. Not a good idea. We keep a bright cockpit at nighttime to keep one alert. If you notice, we are angle of attack of 3.6. That really should be 5.6. In the airplane, it would be 2 degrees more, as I mentioned before with the software. So 3.8, we're 5.8, and that's our actual pitch. As we're pitching up 3.8 or unit, and as the airspeed is decreasing, we're constantly pitching up. Horizontal stabilizer is trimming to maintain flight level 400, and we haven't picked it up. You can hear the horizontal stab. It's not running away. It's every so often it's trimming as the requirement to maintain altitude at the lowering airspeed. So we must be vigilant. We are coming into the top of the minimum maneuvering band. Somewhere close to the halfway mark, we will get a flashing amber box around the indicated airspeed to remind us that we really have a problem and probably have slipped up and not monitoring. Likewise, airspeed low, oral alert is what we are going to hear. So let's just go right through to the Buffett stick shaker. There it is now. Airspeed low. Flashing amber box to get our attention. Pilots are still not responding. We're pitched up at 5.4, and really that's 7.4 degrees of pitch. We are doing this for training purposes. Remember, the recovery is to autopilot, autothrottles, disengage simultaneously, unload. That term unload means check forward on the control column, nose down pitch, until no buffet, no shaker. Then roll wings level, then thrust as required to regain a stable flight. We'll level off in level flight. You'll find at high level, because there is such thin air, the airspeed is, or the aircraft is super difficult to handle. You have to be extremely smooth. And there is a tendency to over-control. We've seen that in training, going into a secondary buffet, third buffet, because of mishandling of the controls. Be gentle. Don't expect to regain your speed in the same altitude loss as you would on the lower levels. The altitude loss is somewhere close to 10 times. You can expect a 4,000-foot loss at altitude versus a 400-foot loss in the lower levels. So 8.4, that's 10.4 degrees of pitch, approaching 11 degrees of actual pitch. So recover now by checking autopilot disengage, autothrottle disengage, and pitch down. And trim nose down if required.
10,000 to go.
Airspeed low. 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 Airspeed low.
We've already lost 2,000 feet, and we're just coming out of the minimum maneuvering band. And now we can apply thrust to help us. And of course, as we do that, the nose is going to pitch up. So we have to be prepared to trim down, nose down, as we are increasing thrust in order to regain our altitude, regain control of the aircraft, really. So increase thrust to max, even use max continuous if required. So here we are, we've lost 2,000 feet, and airspeed still increasing. We're still not back to our commanded speed of 241 knots. So in order to get it, we've got the thrust up, we've increased the thrust, and we are still accepting an altitude loss. Now, this could be definitely a pan, it could be a mayday depending on where you are with respect to traffic around you, etc. So there we are, close to a 4,000-foot loss. So we'll pause the video there, and that's a good example of a demonstration of a high-level stall. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video where we'll do a 10,000-foot level off stall.